Hey gang, Ronan here. As you can see in this game, we've got Reejr playing the Tier 8 Richelieu. This is a French battleship. He is divisioned with Alfred Agast playing the Auditorio and Captain Insano playing the Asasio B. Well, if you've been watching these videos regularly, you know that a couple days ago I featured Reejr in a game where he ended up with that's a great comment from Captain Insano, where Reejr ended up with 6 kills. And not to be outdone, the following video showed another ICOP with 7 kills, and Reejr just sent me this, and I'm looking forward to seeing it because I understand he had a pretty phenomenal game. Well, the entire ICOP division did, but Reejr in particular. So what can I tell you about the Richelieu? Well, it's, I guess probably its most obvious feature is it only has secondaries on the aft half of the ship. All the main guns are up front. There are 2 turrets, each with 4 barrels. Now, it's really nice to be able to push in and make use of all 8 of your barrels. That's really nice. The issue there, of course, is I hope you read that comment. Captain Insano. There we go. Now you can read it. Well, one really, I guess, kind of downside to having all your guns up front and 2 turrets. If you lose a turret during the course of the game, you've just lost half your guns. Now, the guns themselves. Reejr makes a long-range shot on the Zumo. I don't see how this turns out. You get a fair amount of that, unfortunately. You can see there was a ricochet. These are 380s. They don't have a whole lot of punch. But against a almost flat broadside of an Alaska, there he is again. Very smart to wait, Reejr. 380s generally will have enough, but it looks like Alaska is slowing down, trying to avoid taking that flat broadside shot and maybe turning in a little bit. Anti-aircraft guns are firing. Okay, so they're 380s. Base reload is 30 seconds. Firing range base is just shy of 23 kilometers. Max dispersion at that range, 313 meters. HE shells do a max of 5,400 damage with a 36% base fire chance. And the AP shells do a max of 11,900. And you can see Reejr is making use of the AP. Secondaries are decent, but the range isn't very good. Base range on the secondaries is 7.6 kilometers. Max speed on the Richelieu, 30.4 knots. You can add a speed flag, make that a little bit better. And you can see along the bottom, you can see that in addition to the usual battleship repair and battleship heal, there is a speed boost on the Richelieu. Now, one of the things that makes this ship fun to play, and I do like this ship, I think it is fun to play, is the, of course, the base speed. But then you add a speed boost on top of that, and this ship is able to reposition and get out of trouble and just be no end of problem for the red team if you're able to make use of the speed. Now this is what we're looking for. We're looking for targets that are showing a little bit of side. Strasbourg is not exactly showing side, but I don't think Benham has the range here, but we'll see. Reejr hits the speed boost, and the torpedoes stop just shy of his hull. So the World of Warships wiki counts the pros of this ship as all forward main armament, excellent angling potential, superb medium and close range AA, high penetration with fast shell travel times. Now that penetration is mitigated by the fact that they are 380s. When equipped with a speed flag, a Sierra mic, and also the engine boost, it's the fastest battleship in the game. Well protected citadel, good maneuverability, superb main battery range, and a turret traverse that's better than Lyon. Ooh, KGB's going down. Citadel shot to finish off the King George V. Nicely done, Reejr. And Reejr earns the first blood. Now, an obvious downside to having both of your turrets up front is that if you need to turn the ship and show a different side of the ship for any reason, it takes a while to get the guns around. Now, the cons. World of Warships Wiki considers the cons of the ship: poor aft coverage for main armament, poor forward coverage for secondary armament, poor concealment compared to the same tier counterparts. Turrets tend to get incapacitated and or destroyed often, with catastrophic consequences since losing one turret means losing half of the firepower. Questionable dispersion. Extensive coverage of Tier 8 common plate, which is 32 millimeters, means high vulnerability to 150 millimeter and larger high explosive shells. The B hull, 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 loses access to both of the aircraft consumables, the fighter plane and spotter plane, and then other Tier 8 battleships with 15-inch guns sport no more than 26-second reload. Richelieu stuck with 30-second reload as the price for her turret arrangement. So that's that's all the information that the WoW's wiki has in terms of pros and cons as Reejr finishes off the Strasbourg to pick up his second kill. And again, the torpedoes fall a little bit shy. Reejr's doing a good job of positioning here, making use of the edge of the island as best he can. Massachusetts is no joke. And Reejr opts to turn in rather than following the Massachusetts around the corner. I think that's a good call. Can he finish off this DD? Nope. 2 overpens, 1 penetration, a little bit of damage, not quite enough. And Reejr finds himself stuck on the rocks. Now, taking a look at the big picture, the good guys have secured the Alpha Cap, thanks to the Fletcher. The red Alaska at H3, seemingly forced back by the threat of the Nagato on the outside, and Ibuki's guns directly north of the Alaska. Meanwhile, the bad guys have secured the Bravo Cap, courtesy of the Alaska B, Venom, well, yeah, and I guess it was the Venom there. And Reejr seems to be looking for a way to pick up his third kill. You can see the shot from Aus Littorio. Oh, not quite enough. And I think Reejr's going to pick this up right here as the Massachusetts tries to heal his way out of the problem. Just not enough. That's kill number 3 for Reejr. The Implacable takes out a red DD. Good guys are down a Scharnhorst. The bad guys are now down 4 ships. And Reejr, if he gets a shot off, can finish off this Alaska. That's assuming nobody beats him to it. Nope. Puts the shot on the Siegfried instead. Ooh, the red venom takes out the friendly CV. That's a big deal. Okay, so the good guys are down 2 ships, but one of those 2 ships is the CV. Bad guys are down 5 ships. Both teams with a cap, a single cap. But the good guys are about to secure Charlie, and that's going to give them a constant, ongoing points advantage as Reejr picks up kill number 4 by taking out the Caracciolo. Captain Insano is smoked up, trying to avoid getting blapped by the CV aircraft. And Reejr's working on shooting some planes down. Now, Reejr's got to be careful here. If he pushes south too far, he's got a Zumo out there on the 10 line. He's going to be able to just stay nose in, deal with the Siegfried. And Captain Insano does get dragged down. Siegfried looks like he's going to try and get in close and do some big damage here, but he slides right on by, puts his torpedoes out on Alf, and Alf's got torpedoes coming from 2 sides. That's going to definitely hurt. And Reejr's going to be able to get the shot off on Siegfried. And this will probably do it for Siegfried if nobody beats up to it. Nicely done, Reejr. Nicely done. So there's the Kraken. Just shy of 12 minutes into the game. That torpedo lands on the belt. And you can see in the chat there, the Alaska is shouting Reejr's name. Now, big picture, not a whole lot of damage. 76,000 damage. It's probably going to go up, but target selection. Reejr's got his head on a swivel. He's always looking for the best target. Hits the speed boost to try and close the distance, be able to get some shots on the Lexi. The Lexi is back there trying to run, trying to keep the island between himself and Reejr's Richelieu guns. Oh, Vanguard, where are you showing broadside? There's a 10,000 chunk of damage off the Vanguard. And Lexi has apparently just thrown caution to the wind. And it's going to sail flat broadside right in front of Reejr at 6 kilometers range. This is really going to hurt. Oh, Reejr switched to HE, still 10,000 damage. Reejr switches back to AP. Tries to outrun the torpedoes. I think he's going to get this one. I think he's going to be okay on the second one. 11 seconds and the guns will be back up. He's got to be really careful here. He doesn't want to show broadside to the Vanguard. You can see he's starting to swing his nose back to starboard. And it's potentially, this could be it for the Lexi. And it is. Great job, Reejr. That is kill number 6. Reejr takes a big shot from Vanguard as he tries to pencil up, give him a narrow profile. And if Reejr ramps here, well, then that's kill number 7. And it looks like that is exactly what he intends to do. Do what I can here with the guns. Very nice shot. And this is going to be kill number 7. That is a fantastic game, Reejr. So, if any of you have not played this battleship line, I really recommend it. The Richelieu is a lot of fun. Great game, ICOP. And Reejr, wow, what a great game. That was very fun to watch. Still almost 5 minutes left in the game, but the good guys have, well, they've got this in the bag. Got a commanding lead at this point. They've got 2 caps to 1, and they're going to be picking up a 3rd cap here any moment. The Donskoy headed that way. Taking a look at the big board, you can see Captain Ansano there has asked about it, but 78 shells on target, 7 kills, of course, including that ram there at the end. 4 Citadel shots, 79 secondary shots, 31 aircraft shot down, a cap assist, a couple of fires, a Kraken. Really, really a great game. So what do you think? How'd Reejr do? I'd love to see some comments below. I think he did a fantastic job here. Really put those 380s to great use. Looking for weak targets to be able to finish off, looking for broadside shots. And when an opportunity came to close the distance with CB, he did not shy away from that at all. Saw an opportunity and made the absolute most of it. 154,701 damage. 46,020 damage on aircraft. And a little over 1 million potential damage. This is probably going to end rather abruptly when the Izumo gets sunk. So I will say again, thanks Reejr. I really appreciate you sending this in. Again, great game. Great job, ICOP. Those of you joining me, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.